how do I even solve a problem where I have hundreds of different computers running, thousands of different programs, all talking to each other, all without losing a bit of data. We face a unique set of challenges imposed by the industry we're in. So the example I like to use is infrastructure and I'm not saying Facebook's infrastructure is bad, world-class infrastructure team, but it's a very different set of challenges, right? Where at Facebook, if I lose a like or two on a post, that's fine. No one's gonna cry over that. But here, if we lose a penny or two on a stock, it could end the company, right? Where if we're off by 1 cent on a stock price and we did 1 million shares of that, well, compounding and everything, this could just be the value of the company gone. So there are certain challenges where things like data integrity, right? How do we make sure we don't lose any data or drop any messages between communication? Those sort of challenges mean the infrastructure we have to build is at a different scale of rigor than other firms. And that in itself, I think when you put it in a distributed context, makes the challenge, to me at least, incredibly enticing, because it's how do I even solve a problem where I have hundreds of different computers running, thousands of different programs, all talking to each other, all without losing a bit of data. Or even if they do lose a bit of data, they're able to say, oh, I know I lost something, and I'm able to reprocess it and figure it out. I think the other point that makes infrastructure ClearStreet really interesting is the age of it. We're a really young company, and infrastructure itself as a team is really young, which means that there's a ton of work to be done. And that means that you have opportunity to really contribute in a super, super impactful way, right? Again, making comparison to a larger infrastructure team like Google, if you were to join there, I think a lot of the foundational stuff has been complete, and what you're building on is now quality of life and also a lot of really cool experimental things. But here at ClearStreet, you're still building out foundational things that will have repercussions for years to come, right? And so, and that also means that a lot of our stuff is very able to change right now, where we might have built out something 3 years ago, and now we're realizing actually that's complete garbage. We should replace it with something brand new. And so that, I think, is something very difficult to do at Google today. But at ClearStreet, it's, bread and butter for us. It's like we are still deciding what the tech of the company looks like and how we're going to be doing it in 5-10 years. I think those two are the biggest things that differentiate ClearStreet infrastructure from infrastructure, I think, anywhere else in tech.